Hi everyone, my name is Nguyen-Chan and the disease that I chose to present is heart disease. My vision is to prevent a heart disease from progressing by targeting our youth generations through adults and parental guardians. For my project, I decided to target the parents through schools. I was thinking of newsletters or social media accounts to target them that way, so then if the parents know how to do these things and can acquire these different skills or new knowledge, then they can use this to further teach their kids and ensure that they stay on the right path and can prevent these things from happening later on in their lives too. So cardiovascular disease. In other words, this is heart disease, and it's an umbrella term that refers to any disease that affects the heart. Some types of heart disease that fall under the general term of heart disease would be the most common one that I will be focusing on is coronary heart disease, and this is the most common type. It's also known as ischemic heart disease. Other heart disease are listed under, but erythema and heart failure are a couple forms of heart disease that can lead to coronary heart disease. Signs and symptoms. So these are some signs and symptoms that could potentially lead to coronary heart disease, but if you experience none of these symptoms, there's still a very high chance that, or not a high chance, but there's still a chance that you could be having heart disease later on. A heart attack could be anything from chest pain, discomfort, upper back pain, neck pain, indigestion, heartburn, nausea, vomiting, extreme fatigue, upper body discomfort, drowsiness, shortness of breath. Erythema is fluttering feelings in the chest, palpitations, and lastly, heart failure, which is shortness of breath, fatigue, or swelling of the feet, ankles, legs, abdomen, or neck veins. In these next two slides, this kind of compares the morbidity rates in low-income countries compared to lower middle, and upper. So as you can see, I thought it was pretty interesting that the heart disease was not as prevalent in low-income countries, but it was a lot more prevalent in lower middle-income countries and anything above that. Some history on heart disease. So the man disease myth. In 2005, a survey found that 36% of women did not perceive themselves to be at risk of heart disease. But little did they know, half of men and almost 2/3 of women population had been dying from coronary heart disease. So overall, they found that it affects men as well as women. So according to the CDC, they released an article in 2007. It stated that heart disease has been the leading cause of death in the United States for the past 80 years. I got curious, so I looked up some other years and tried to see what the leading causes of death were. And it turns out from around the mid-century, this has been when heart disease has began to be the #1 leading cause of death in the USA. And still to this day, it is the leading cause of death in the country. Further research, there's also, I found that since 2000, the largest increase in deaths has been for this disease, rising more than 2 million to 8.9 million deaths in 2019. Coronary artery disease is responsible for 16% of total deaths worldwide. causes of heart disease can be smoking, obesity, diabetes, stress and anxiety, not managing your stress properly, and also things like alcohol, overconsumption of alcohol. So my SMART goals, to lower the risk of heart disease at a young age, I would like to target parents, guardians, or role models of children. So M, I would like to create a buddy system for exercising. It's always fun to do something with someone else that you're familiar with, and then you guys can grow throughout the process. Another goal was to drink 4 to 6 cups of water a day. Our bodies are made up of 70% water, so this is very important for our overall health and just filtering out all the bad things. And yeah. For my R, I did jump rope for at least 30 minutes a day. And lastly, T was to prepare healthy homemade meals in advance on the weekends. In other words, prep cooking. I found this to be very beneficial for people who are on the move and don't have too much time throughout their weeks. Desired objectives, like I said before, drink more water, tea, more leafy greens or lean meats if you're not vegetarian or vegan. Try to lower stress through your own idea of relaxation. This can be very effective if it's something that you enjoy a lot. So in my case, I like to do sports. I consider myself to be athletic on a daily basis, but the only reason for that is because it's what I'm doing, what I love to do, which is martial arts. So that can be one reason why you like to exercise or relax. Another thing could be something like yoga, meditation, swimming. Yeah, just get outside and get moving. Do something you like. Desired outcomes, so lower cholesterol, blood pressure, would want to eat healthier foods, eliminate smoking, drug usage, do your best to combat it, and drink in moderation or not at all. Moderation is very important in diet, life, and just overall. Another outcome would be overcoming obesity, prevent diabetes, lower stress and anxiety levels as well. As I said before, the issue mainly affects older adults and elders, but children can develop these diseases over time as they become adults themselves. So I strongly believe that if we can target the adults in this situation and educate them as well, they can ensure these practices within their children throughout the years of them growing up. Some strategies. My advocacy campaign is called HOPS, and in a later slide I will describe to you what it stands for. But for now I will say some strategies that I plan to ensue for this program. Some ideas would have been to launch a blog or an Instagram to portray simple jumping exercises or things that students or parents can do together with their children or in school to just simply move around and get active. Some things could be like a TikTok challenge. Get creative. You could even make your own hopscotch. 10 for 10. Things like that. Some advantages or disadvantages. Disadvantages would probably be people who aren't able to jump or walk around or put a lot of stress on their joints, things like that. Some may not have a jump rope, but we could provide a jump rope from the school. Could find a way to provide one for everyone. It may be hard to get adults to join and do busy work schedules, and parents may not like the idea of social media challenges. Measuring project progress. I would release a survey online to parents and child to complete and measure amount of physical activity completed. Participation. So anywhere from 1 to 3 individuals can participate in the activity of double dutch. Double dutch has become a worldwide competitive sport, if you didn't know. And you can also hop on your own if children aren't comfortable with that. But I believe you could maintain about 6 feet distance for COVID-19 regulations if the rope is long enough. I feel that would be a really fun way for students to bond and get just as much physical activity as well. Along with that, there's also songs and tricks and fun rhymes that you can add to the fun. So this can build a lot of other skills as well. Feasibility, I think this is very feasible and can use throughout the school year. It'll build bonds, and children could learn more to improve their health by beginning to jump rope. Here's my brochure. And this is a description of my program. So HOP stands for happy, 100%, persevere, smile, and yeah. Then this is my infographic. You can see it in the link on Lalima. And lastly, my citations. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.